Hi guys, my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things interiors, and I have some fun videos for you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest. First of all, I always show my jewelry. The queen has come with all of her jewels. My biggest supporter, the most amazing human in life, none other than my mother, Miss Sally. Okay, I won't just call her my mother, but Sally is her name. Thank you for coming.
Oh my God, thank you for having me.
It's been a year to the day. A year to the day, our Mother's Day annual special. We should do this more often, but it's special, okay? I talk about it all the time, / have done like at least 3 videos, I think 4, this is now our 4th, on my mother's incredible collection and love of collecting the Row handbags. I'm just gonna go ahead and say she's the OG, okay? Yes, there are cool writers, celebrities who have been collecting the Row, we get it, but also people like her who have been collecting their bags. I'd say we saw the Row first at Barney's circa like 2015, 14. We were big Barney's shoppers in our day. I'm that annoying person who like includes New York as a character in my life. And it's true. We've been a Saks, Bergdorf, Saks not as much anymore since they changed it. I liked the original, but Barney's, RIP, and Bergdorf's were / are our favorite places. And this woman here takes all credit, or I give her all credit, because literally I remember walking into Barney's when like there was a really cool display of the Row pieces, and she said, "Oh my God, what is this bag?" And ended up getting it. And I was
it was like we walked by, and then I was like, "Wait, I have to go back. I have to go back," because it was so gorgeous, but it was also so understated, and you know, no branding.
Totally,
it was just
groundbreaking. And they were big. Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen were huge, I think, clients of Barney's. And so Barney's was a massive supporter of them out the gate. So anyway, long story short, you've been collecting the Row for like years and I think like 7 or 8 years. I think you probably got your first bag, maybe more.
Well, if it was 2015.
Yeah, true. Math.
Even 8 or 9.
I don't know math. Clearly, she can help me.
There was probably a little bit of a gap between that first bag, because that first bag was my bag for...
I had to rip that out of her arms. I'm just kidding. Literally, it would be like, this new bag hit. Even the 2 bags after, exactly, there was like a 3 or 4 year gap period. And then she fell in love with another bag. By the way, entire bag video, both collections that I've done in the past, I'll put down below for you guys. I have an entire updated video, but now we're doing the update to the update of the Row collection from Christmas this year. Yeah. Even when she got her 2nd and 3rd bag, still that first one was the one. However, now I think you very much so she's leaned in to diversifying the collection. You guys are not even ready for these next 3 bags. I am very jealous of especially 2 of them, but really of all 3. So essentially this video, long intro, okay, we're going to give you the 3 updated pieces. The India bag was your Christmas present. So that's the most recent, which... How do we love that one?
I love it.
It's her.
I love it.
I feel like it's you in a bag.
Yeah.
The original, the sidekick bag is the original one. And I think one of these is like feel like you, in my opinion, but you can weigh in on that. Okay. Which one would you like to start with? Or shall we go in order?
Let's go in order.
Okay. Go for it.
Well, the story behind it was...
Yes, I forgot.
Last summer? So we were...
I think a year... It might have been winter.
Okay.
I can't remember.
We were at the Saks in Greenwich. And I saw this bag. And I was like, oh...
She gets gorgeous. A look in her eye. You can just tell. All of a sudden she like... Because you're very restrained. I'll get excited about things in person and be like, oh my God, what is this? And go over. And you're not that way. She'll like... be like, oh, okay, this is nice. And we'll go do a loop around the store. And then all of a sudden she'll zoom in and be like, oh, what is this? And you see her float over to it. That experience, I think, happened.
Yes, for sure.
So,
but then fast forward
a year.
Sophia found the bag.
It's fine. I'm like a personal shopper for myself and my mother.
In fact, it still had
all the tags on. Yeah, it's okay. It still had all the tags on, but I think it's from, did we end up going with the one on the Real or Vestiaire? I think the Real. No, I can't remember.
No, Vestiaire.
Okay, we'll look back in our notes.
Yeah, Vestiaire, for sure.
Okay.
Because we have the debacle before that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There have been so many bags on the pre-loved market from the row that it's been a little tricky to start getting them because there's so much of an influx. There's, I think, definitely some fake ones coming on the market, which is really sad, but then there also are like canceled orders. So I think you had 2 cancels get ordered. 2 orders. 2 orders get canceled.
Yeah.
This even just in the last couple of months. So be careful on the pre-loved market, but I still love it. So 2 of the 3 of these are from the pre-loved market. Are we ready? This. Oh my God, look at the color next to your skin cone. Called this is, I'm gonna say it in a really stupid French accent, the Terrace bags, aka the Terrace bag, which is, so I'll hold it while you talk.
Okay.
With this gorgeous long strap that I'm gonna kind of dangle over the front in a beautiful nubuck. I'm gonna hold it over here.
Yeah, the color, I don't know if it was the color that got me first, but it's so gorgeous, and it's really soft.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the nubuck is, I mean, the feel.
Nubuck is one of my favorite leathers from them, I think. They do it anyways, I don't need to repeat myself for the 1,000th time, but the row does leather like nobody else. Look at like there's just one tiny little stamp for the branding right there. Debossed, embossed, one of those. I can't remember. Debossed. Debossed. I was gonna say deep for that. That's a good way to say it.
Right, and the straps are great. Like, it's a really nice long shoulder bag.
Ergonomic, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this would fit. My mother and I obviously are 2 very different sizes. Come through diversity, okay? Diverse size range just in one family bloodline. But seriously, it would fit on me as well, which any shoulder bag that would fit on you would not fit on me.
Right.
Except for this one. So that's nice.
Yeah, for sure.
And I just think the color is so, it's again, almost opposite of my color palette. I like cooler colors. But this is like almost leaning on like maple or acorny or like maple syrupy. That's what I think of. Or almost like, I don't know. I'm going to say weird words, but it's really pretty.
It's warm.
Yeah.
It's a nice warm color. And I think seasonally it really works.
Oh my God. Can you imagine this in autumn?
Yeah.
This is perfect for you. I'm so happy that you got this.
Thank you.
Yay. Number 1. Okay, this one. You tell the story. Because this was an in-person experience, which we get rarer and rarer these days.
Right.
When one of us really loves something in person, I feel like I'm just such an online shopper and I've maybe turned you.
Yes, definitely.
Into one.
But it was, we were commemorating something special at Bergdorf's. And it just felt like one of those days,
Aww.
you know, and we went into the bags and looked at the bags and we looked at some sunglasses. And
that's when I bought my Tom Ford sunglasses.
Which
that was that day.
I keep meaning to tell you, honestly, those are my favorite.
Stop!
On you, for
really?
sure. Really? Yes. Yep.
Oh my gosh, don't mind the phone ring in the background. Because it's my mom, it's fine. That is so sweet. No, I'm joking, meaning like, we're not pausing this. That is so sweet. I wore them to the Botanical Gardens on, I almost said Mother's Day, but Mother's Day.
Easter.
Yeah, on Easter. And my brother was like, who are you? What are these? So that's okay. So I bought something and then she was like, all right.
Right. We went to lunch and we thought over the pieces we admired.
Would you like to tell your story of how long you've been going to Bergdorf Cafe before you show your bag?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. This is how it's in my blood.
When I was little, we lived in Rochester, New York, which is 6
hours or 7 hours away.
North.
And cold.
But my parents would bring us down to the city, you know, like once in the winter or whatever, and we would see a show, and then they would take us to Bergdorf's to buy an outfit or do something special. And it was just, it really was so special. And I know Sophia's talked a lot about my sister, who really was the fashionista of our family. She was the oldest. Yeah.
Oh.
But
and I just have to say, my mother's parents, people would stop them on the street and be like, "Can I just tell you, you are the sweetest couple I've ever seen." They held hands their entire life, and they were married for 69 years, together for 71. Wait, am I wrong on that?
Yeah, I think so.
How many years?
Well,
they were together for decades and decades. I think close to 60-something years. They were married for 60-something years and together for even longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were just the sweetest, most like, they were just the kindest couple of all time. And so Bergdorf's, I know it sounds so stupid when I talk about it, but it makes me think of my aunt who would take me there every birthday. Like my entire teens and 20s, my aunt took me to Bergdorf's because our birthdays were 2 weeks apart. And then like, it just makes me think of my grandparents and my aunt, my mom, my uncle.
I think they were just shy of their, you're right, crazy. 68.
Okay, thank God, I was right.
Yes.
I was like, where did I pull that number from? They were together for a very, like, could you imagine? They were married. They were married the same year my dad, aka my stepdad, was born. And so that's a good way of me to remember their anniversary time. Okay, so long story long, then we went downstairs and pulled the trigger. The black park tote. North-south.
It's reminiscent of the first bag.
The sidekick bag.
The sidekick. And it's like in the same...
grained leather.
Grained leather. And black. I don't know. It was adorable. It is adorable. And I love it.
It's funny because I feel like maybe we had only seen the larger sizes at the Rose store. Mm-hmm. And when also, I think they literally had been like completely bought out of most of their bags at Bergdorf's. And so they had a couple of the park totes. They had this in this black and then in the nubuck. And you again were like, oh my God, wait, I'm not sure if you've ever seen the small one before.
I think I haven't seen it. In
I was like, why didn't I feel like I did you a disservice. Like I should have thought about that for you because it's so perfect. And even though you were a shoulder bag girl for like ever, / still are, a crook of the arm now is perfect for you. This is my new favorite bag for you, honestly. It just like, again, I say this, you're a much better dresser than I am, and a much more diverse dresser than I am, obviously. And even though you stick to like a tonal color palette, denim, white, beige, neutrals, browns, grays, this will go, like, name an outfit that this wouldn't work with. Like, it will work with.
Right.
Let's show it up. This just, the little grained leather. And I probably, of course, I like let me put it over here. I like the larger park totes, but the park tote comes to life when you put it on your body. And so it's literally perfect for you, I think. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know if you need, maybe. We could do an insert, but it's kind of fun to just have it be like, oh, let me just pick up my...
Right. It's that I could see you just throw in what you need and run out the door.
Oh, it really comes to life on her. Like, as soon as she put it on, I was like, why haven't we thought about this before? It's perfect because this is the North-South park tote, by the way. She has the mini original size park tote, which you will have seen in the Christmas version of this video and of last year. But there's some, I love now, it's like fraternal, maybe they're not even twins, they're like siblings or cousins. Because it's really nice, like the regular the regular park tote, you definitely treat as an evening bag because it's the mini size. This is an everyday, this is perfect. I think this is perfect for you. I will start off with this story because, again, same thing, probably when I was in college, I've told this story before, so I won't say it for too long. When I was in college, probably me or my mom or my aunt, one of us, I know I went definitely with Susan one time to Saks specifically, again, before they did their renovation, gigantic renovation. I have to check the year that it released, but I was 19 or 20. And I remember going over to this bag and being like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful bag I've ever seen. And I remember looking at the price tag and it was probably like $900. And I was like, oh my God, I will never be able to afford this. Look at me now. Horrible. Literally, I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest bag ever. I was so, like, the internet barely existed. I'm just joking. But, like, TikTok, like, it was Vine and Tumblr, okay? There was no luxury YouTube 10 years ago almost. I was obsessed with this bag. And I think it's the first, like, I was gonna say viral, but again, the internet kind of didn't, like, it was blogs and purse blogs and really cool, like, writing, you know, based forums just when the luxury community was starting out. And so there was, like, no information on this bag, but I think this is the one that celebrities started to be like, oh, wait a second, there's something here. The Row is doing some magical things. And we had been looking at them for a while. And I really want one. So I'm very jealous, but I only have one black bag in my entire, oh, I'm giving it away. Sorry. That just, the color, okay, go ahead, show it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
The Ascot bag.
And this size, it's so precious and adorable.
Oh my God, as I'm holding it, I need it.
You can borrow it.
No, thank you. We don't, honestly, we're both, I don't know if we're territorial or that we just like to respect each other's collections because we don't borrow.
It's true.
As you were saying.
No, I
just feel like I'd be so scared to ruin this. Yeah. Yes, she wore my Alexander McQueen collection.
That's true.
I just feel like we're both we have such beautiful / a little bit differing collections, but I also just feel like I'd be afraid. Like, I'm okay to ruin one of my bags, but I would be so upset at myself if I, like, ruined one of hers. Anyways, long story short, go ahead.
No, literally, there were at least 10 before this.
Literally, yeah, it was probably sent me. And myself, because I probably look for selfishly, right. I might look for myself first, and then if I'm like, all right, it's black, I'm not gonna wear it, fine, you can have it. This was like I cannot remember how much it was, but it was an amazing price. Oh, there was probably a time.
That's why it was like, just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Get her to stop sending me.
I'm sorry. Although you are going to wear this to a wedding.
I am.
In a couple of weeks.
June.
Something like that. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not only an enabler, but like a pressurer apparently too.
No.
Oh, but I'm upset.
Perhaps
like, I want this exact size.
Of the most benign
I was like,
enabler.
I don't know. Hopefully. Listen, she's a fabulous person. Okay, it's fine. You're just building a beautiful, beautiful. Her collection, first of all, I think might be large. No, it's creeping up to my size. And it's like some incredible pieces, I'm just saying. And she does have the black version of the doctor bag that everybody is talking about. And
I do.
I don't know, this honestly might be in like my top 3 favorites of your whole collection.
Yeah. It was never worn.
Totally.
Either.
Totally. It's perfect.
Yeah.
The little button closure. It's a button like of anything. Oh my gosh. I just think it's so perfect for you. And it, like, you guys are probably not, sorry, first of all, it's like in this, it's dark. Hold up against your shirt. I don't even know. You're probably not getting the full, there we go, the full view of it, but it's just so good in person. And the only regret I have is that pre this insanity, everybody wanting every bag of the Row, you probably could have gotten these for just a couple $100s, like a couple years ago.
But it wasn't that.
That's true. This one, but now they're showing up for like $1,000, $2,000. And I'm like, what? So anyways, I feel like I'm not sure if the bubble is ever going to burst or if people are just discovering how good the quality is. Because again, this is probably like an 9-year-old bag that looks perfect.
Yeah.
Like it was made yesterday. And the amount of copies that have come from this shape, just saying, I feel like they did it first. And it's much more complicated than it seems. There's like triple knots here. Literally, there's 3 knots on each handle. And then the way it folds in, it looks so effortless. Anyways.
Right. And I think you could style it.
Yes, you can have it like
if you want
poked out.
Like that as well.
Totally.
So
oh
it
my
really
God.
is adorable.
It's so cute. I'm very jealous of this one. The Park Tote, I love them all. Yeah. Do you have a favorite bag to end with in your entire collection? That was horrible, right? From the Row only. No?
No, I'd have to think.
Okay, you have to think about for the next one. That's your assignment. Yes. Top 5.
Okay.
Also,
that's a good one.
This is your 10th bag from the row, if I counted correctly. Live your life. I was gonna say one of my famous quote for one of my old neighbors before I moved. We were talking about handbags, and she was like, "You know what, Sophia? People have a lot of, and again, like this is a bad thing I should even say, but like people fixate on a lot of things in life, fixate on these beautiful little creations. Like it's okay. It's okay. We should allow ourselves just this one little fun thing."
Yeah.
Okay, next video, I'll pressure her into telling us her favorite top 5 or top 3. We'll see.
But last thing is, this is the best Mother's Day.
Oh! Is she not the cutest, sweetest person ever? Happy Mother's Day. I love you. We'll see you next Mother's Day. And maybe we'll do a shopping trip at the row. Although I do feel scared to shop. To film shopping there. So I'm gonna get over my fear for you guys because I feel like it's just, if you guys know the Row store on Madison Avenue, off of Madison Avenue, it's in a town, it's very fancy. And so I feel like I'd be like, hey guys, ready to film. So I'm gonna get over my fear and then maybe we can do a little shopping vlog when the summer 2024 collection comes out. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you guys. I can't wait to see you in my next one. Bye guys.